there. So there's no mention of Joseph, the man who raised Jesus, Mary's husband, right? Which indicates Joseph passed away and the Lord was keeping the fifth commandment perfect. So when we hear Jesus says, woman, what does this have to do to me? Or what does this have to do with me, woman? Well, Jewish customs and the commandment of God is on the fifth commandment is honor thy father, thy mother, which means that when your parents took care of you when you were a child, they spent time, energy, and money and resources to take care of you, to raise you up. Well, when they're in their old age and they can't do it for themselves, we are supposed to return that favor, honor them for what they did to us to get us to the point of adulthood. And so Jesus is now the man of the house. That's why we know Joseph passed away, because he's calling her a woman. I'm the man of the house. So when we step back, it doesn't sound good in American culture because we're not in their culture. In their culture, this is not rude. This is typical to their culture. So a lot of times we hear this and we think it's rude, but it's not it's not meant to be rude. It's actually their culture. So we can't question the culture because that's their culture. That's the way they were raised up and that's what it is. So it's not rude to them. It's precise manners, right? I guess you would say, right? And so just because we're not used to it doesn't mean it's rude. So it's like, so he's keeping the fifth commandment. He's taking care of his mother because Joseph has passed away. That's why he's calling her woman and not mother. Which tells you, which the spirituality behind this is that there's a change in the relationship, a shift in the relationship. He's no longer what? The son. Think about that. He's the son of God. He's not the son of Mary no more. We're going to see this later on when he's on the cross. He tells his mother, which ain't his mother no more, really. Watch, because he says, woman, behold your son. John, behold your mother. When he's on the cross, he's saying, I'm no longer your son. I'm going to die and resurrect and enter my glory. I am your God. John, you need to take care of this woman so that I keep the fifth commandment perfect. Jesus never broke the commandments. All right, so here we go. The wedding with no wine, a mother's request. A lot of times we hear Catholics and Orthodox say this is why they pray to Mary or talk to Mary for prayer, because Jesus will listen to his mother. But that's not